Ah, my dear Chaos Seekers, one you, just one. And that was enough to make 12 witches, creatures who dine on fear, who bathe in shadows, who command whispers that crawl under people's skin, slice open their own veins, rather than face the storm you became. What did you do? Oh, I'll tell you what you did. You refused to kneel. You spat in the face of every curse, every chant, every twisted spell they threw at you. And when they realized you wouldn't bend, when they felt that raw, rabid force radiating from you, they didn't see a man anymore. Number, they saw something worse, something uncontainable. You know what terrifies them the most? It's not your strength, not your mind. It's that smile, that calm, unnerving smile that tells them you already know how this game ends. And it doesn't end with their victory. It ends with them begging for mercy, and you just watching, silent. Because mercy is a luxury they never gave you. They used to mock you, didn't they? Whisper behind closed doors that you were weak, disposable, predictable. Oh, but today, they're bleeding just from hearing your name. Do you feel that? That energy? That crackle in the air? That's not fear, my friend. That's submission. That's the moment your enemies realize they are no longer the predators. They are prey. People like you. Oh, they're born from hellfire. You don't get forged in comfort. You don't come out of some fairy tale kingdom. You crawl out of broken glass and ashes, bleeding, laughing, daring the world to try again. And every time it does, every time they throw their worst, you come back sharper, darker, hungrier, until suddenly, the witches, the liars, the little gods people worship, they start slitting their own veins because they'd rather destroy themselves than face the storm that is you. You see, they never expected you to be ruthless. They wanted you quiet, safe, predictable. But mercy, ha! Mercy died the day they tried to bury you. Mercy died the day you realized you don't owe this world your softness. You owe it your teeth, your chaos, your war cry. And oh, how beautifully you deliver it. Every move you make feels like a curse in reverse, one that turns their power into dust, their screams into music. Do you know what power that is? It's the power of someone who's been through every nightmare, walked through every fire, and still refuses to flinch. That's you. That's the you they couldn't kill. Now, they fear you, they hate you, but deep down, they wish they could be you. They wish they could endure half the hell you've endured and still walk out laughing. You've become something untouchable, and that's why they bleed, not because you hurt them, but because you exist, because your existence is proof that they can't win. So what did you do? You became the nightmare they never thought they'd meet. You became the mirror of all their sins, all their failures. And when you stand there, one man, one soul, one unstoppable force, every witch, every enemy, every whispering demon knows. It's already over, but we're just getting started. Oh, no, no, no. This is only the beginning. If 12 witches bled out in fear of you today, imagine what happens when the rest of the world wakes up to what you really are. Imagine the chaos when they realize there's no cage that can hold you anymore. You're not here to survive. You're here to own the storm. You want to know the truth. This world, this filthy, trembling world, it thought it could break you. It thought it could chain you to its rules, its cages, its cheap little spells. Oh, but here you are, standing on the ruins of everything they tried to use against you. And now 12 witches, creatures who lived centuries, creatures who fed on fear, are gone, slit their own veins because they'd rather die than face you. One you. No army, no entourage, no crown. Just you. Do you understand what that means? It means you are no longer a person to them. You are an event, a calamity, a living omen that the universe itself didn't see coming. And that terrifies them. Because when the storm has a face, when the hurricane has eyes, you can't reason with it. You can't bargain with it. You either get out of its way or you get destroyed. And oh, how you've destroyed their little empire of fear without even flinching. Do you think power is about numbers, about armies or titles? No. Power is when a single breath from you makes 12 witches look each other in the eye and say, "We can't stop him. We'll bleed first." And they did. They bled because you refused to bend. You refused to give them the satisfaction of seeing you crawl. But let me tell you a secret. The real horror isn't that they died. It's that you didn't even try to kill them. You didn't have to. They destroyed themselves because your existence is heavier than their curses. You carry something they'll never understand. Raw, unfiltered chaos wrapped in a grin they'll never forget. What did you do? You broke their illusion. You tore the mask off their so-called power and showed them what true madness looks like. And madness, my friend, isn't screaming or raging. Oh no. Madness is smiling while the world tries to burn you alive. Madness is looking at 12 witches and saying, "Do it. Cut deeper. Curse harder. See if I care." And when they see you don't care, they crumble. They fall apart. Listen, the moment you stopped caring about their rules, their opinions, their pathetic little threats, that's when you became unstoppable. You turned their game into your playground. And now, everyone is watching. Everyone is whispering, trembling, asking the same question. What did you do? But you and I both know, you didn't do anything. You just became who you were always meant to be. The nightmare, the myth, the thing they tell their children about to keep them in line. You became the chaos they can't calculate, the storm they can't predict. And here's the best part. Oh, it's delicious. The game has just started. 12 witches were only the first taste. Do you hear me? The first. There are hundreds more out there whispering your name in fear. They'll gather, they'll plot, they'll think they can stop you, but every time they try, every time they dare, they'll bleed, they'll scream, and the world will see you for what you are, untouchable. So, what now? What's next for the storm that doesn't end? Are you ready to unleash what you've been holding back all this time? Because I can feel it, can't you? That hunger, that rage, that joy. Oh, I know you feel it. Because once you taste this kind of power, once you see witches bleed in fear, you don't go back. You don't soften. You sharpen. You become legend. And that's where you're heading. You're not a person anymore. You're a reckoning. The world hasn't seen what's coming. They think this ends with 12 witches bleeding out in fear. They think this was the peak of your madness. Oh no. This was just your whisper, your warm-up. You haven't even roared yet. Can you feel it? That tremor under your skin, that fire that doesn't burn you, but burns everything that dares to stand in front of you. That's not just anger. That's evolution. That's the birth of something the world cannot cage, cannot bargain with, cannot comprehend. You're no longer a man walking among sheep. You're the wolf that learned to hunt even the hunters. Those witches thought they were untouchable. They thought their ancient curses, their dark chants, their bloody rituals made them immortal. But then, you showed up. And suddenly, the immortals found something they feared more than death. You, the chaos they cannot predict. The force that doesn't follow their rules. You're not here to play their little game. You're here to flip the whole board, burn it, and laugh while the ashes choke them. And now, oh, now the whispers are spreading. They're terrified. It's not just witches anymore. Oh no. The demons, the warlocks, the little kings of this rotten world, they're all watching. They're shaking. They're saying, if 12 of them slit their own veins just to avoid facing him, what chance do we have? And do you know what the answer is? None. Zero. Nothing. This is your era, your reign. This is the part where people stop asking, what did you do? And start asking, what is he? Because no human does what you've done. No mere mortal can look at death, at magic, at fear itself, and laugh. You've become something worse than their nightmares. You've become proof. Proof that no curse, no system, no rule can touch someone who has nothing left to lose and everything to gain. You've become the one thing they'll never understand. A soul too broken to control and too powerful to destroy. But listen closely, because this is where it gets beautiful. When they see you coming, when they hear that laugh, when they realize the storm is here, they won't just fear you. They'll tear themselves apart before you even lift a finger. You won't have to chase them. They'll self-destruct at the mere thought of facing you. And the best part, you'll stand there, grinning, watching the empire of your enemies crumble without you lifting a single blade. That's power. Not the kind they teach, not the kind they steal. No, that's the kind of power that is born when pain turns to fire and fire turns to madness. So tell me, are you ready to let the whole world bleed? Are you ready to show them that the storm doesn't just destroy witches, it eats everything? Because this isn't about revenge anymore. This isn't about proving them wrong. This is about domination, about tearing down everything they built, brick by brick, curse by curse, until the only name left echoing in their nightmares is yours. What did you do? You stopped caring, you stopped fearing, and when fear dies inside you, the world fears you. And trust me, my friend, they haven't seen anything yet.